The Tartar football team is ramping up to play in the CIF quarterfinals. Is it the run or the pass that seals the deal? To the hardwood we go with a sneak peek at a couple of the girls' basketball teams. North has a new coach and no Jocelyn Barnes to keep him in the game. Who will step up? Coach Marmahara's Torrance squad thinks CIF semis or bust. Plus, the Sports Desk wraps up the postseason tennis action. Could it be the Lady Knights or the Lady Spartans who cracked the quarterfinals? Get fired up because the Sports Desk starts right now. Most of the fall sports are in the rearview mirror, but there are still some of the best that are competing. Let's go ahead and get started with football. Every week, the Torrance Tartars show resilient to come up with a few new ways to impress. The players on Coach Hollis's roster are more than efficient at the running game, but QB Jacob Kalama is showing his ability for the air attack. Reporter Sarah Pila breaks down the Northwest Division quarter final game against Ojai's Nordhoff High, and I was with Sarah at Zamperini Stadium, and I saw a game I'll never forget.
The Torrance Tartars run on the field for their shot at a CIF quarterfinals playoff win against the Nordhoff Rangers. First quarter, no score, first down Tartars. Kwok Ho with the ball, 16-yard touchdown run. He puts the first score of the night on the board. Tartars lead 7-0. Nordhoff driving. There's Isaac Seymour. He picks up 17 yards for the Rangers. You want to watch for this guy all night. Now 1st and 10. That's QB Andy Drifka for Nordhoff. He runs it in for the first Rangers score of the night. Game's tied at 7. And that's Tyrone Taylor with the ball. Not only he can run, but he can throw, and Kwok Ho catches the pass for 1st and goal. And there is Tyrone Taylor. He's going to run it in for his first touchdown of the night. Tartars lead 14-7. Second quarter, that's Joshua Brooks of Torrance. He breaks free. He's finally taken down at the 15. Now Nordhoff's defense didn't let them in, so Torrance settles for a field goal, but it goes wide right and it's no good. So we're still in the second quarter. It's 2nd and 5 on the 49 for Nordhoff. That's Jordan Morrison, who runs and almost scores, but he's pushed out at the 2-yard line by Jonathan Hurd. And that's Isaac Seymour with the touchdown. We're tied at halftime, 14-14. Now third quarter, 3rd and 9 for Nordhoff. Drifka drops back to pass. He finds Micah Thornton for Nordhoff's 3rd score of the night and the first time leading. They lead 21-14. Now the Tartars will answer back, though. That's Tyrone Taylor. He runs in for his 2nd touchdown of the night. Well, and I guess you can say that Tyrone Taylor is finally warmed up. He's not done yet. He has a 68-yard punt return. Torrance leads 28-21 with under a minute left to play in the 3rd. Now in the 4th quarter, Isaac Seymour again finds the hole and runs it in for his 2nd touchdown of the night. Kicks no good, so the Rangers trail by 1, 28-27. So it's Isaac Seymour again with the touchdown. Torrance would hold them from a 2-point conversion. So the Tartars trail 33-28 with a minute to play, and 3rd down, under 30 seconds to play. Last hope for the Tartars. Kamala throws long, and the Tartars come up with it and win the game 34-33.
So at the end, the ball was going to me. I thought, well, in my opinion, I tip it, and then Tyrone caught it in the back because me and him was the only 2 close wide receiver there. So I think I tip it, but we'll see tomorrow in film.
Did you not know where that ball was going to go? Did you think for a second it might not end up in your hands or anybody on your team?
Honestly, before the play even was called, I was hoping that I was going for a route because I wanted the ball no matter what. No matter where the ball was, I was going to run towards it and hopefully come up with a catch, and I did.
I never give up in my team, so I believe in them. I was going to do everything I could to stop them.
The Torrance Tartars are going to the semifinals for the first time in school history. They beat the Nordhoff Rangers 34-33 on a last-minute scoring drive with the help of both Tyrone Taylor and Kwok Ho. Reporting from Zamperini Stadium, I'm Sarah Pila.
Thanks, Sarah, for the breakdown. What an exciting finish. And the rumor is that this is the first time that Torrance's football program is headed to the semifinals. The final score of 34-33 wouldn't have been possible without Tyrone Taylor at that lovely grab at the end. With just seconds left, Taylor totaled 4 touchdowns, and Kwok Ho made his usual impact in the game, and Jacob Kalama. He remained cool, calm, and collective. He threw that zinger of a pass when it counted, and it should be noted that kicker Byron Davila made all of the point-after touchdown attempts. Let's take a look at another CIF contender. The South Spartans won't make it to the final game this year after heartbreaking loss of 58-13 to Templeton, and running backs John Sicko and Colton Glandorf were the fillers in the game for Chavez and Loera, who didn't play. And just to let you know, Torrance is going to be traveling up to the Central Coast to take on Lompoc. Good luck, and we will have the results of that game. Coming up after this short break, we're going to fill you in on a couple of the girls' basketball teams, so stick around.
This is so cool, Dad. Awesome. This is so cool, Dad.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are.
Yes, ready. Go get it.
Oh, come on, Randy. Animal shelter, here I come. And no, I'm not crazy or emotionally damaged. That's a stereotype. I just belong to a total loser. I'm a good dog. So if you want a pet, adopt. And if you see Randy, tell him he dropped his wallet.
Daddy, I boldly went to socialsecurity.gov, and it's out of this world.
Socialsecurity.gov is a website for everybody.
Even teenagers?
Absolutely. Young people can help their grandparents with retiring online or getting extra help with their Medicare prescription drug costs.
So really, everyone of all ages should go to socialsecurity.gov.
Boldly go.
Hi, I'm Jerry West, and you're watching the Sports Desk.
We'll begin our prep basketball coverage with two girls teams out of the Pioneer League. Starting with the Torrance Tartars, who are led by three captains that want nothing less than to repeat their postseason success from last year. Torrance Tartar beat reporter David Gascon fills us in on their expectations.
The Lady Tartars were led last season by senior and team leader Brittany Kwan as they reached the semifinals by beating West High in a thrilling overtime in the second round of the postseason. Now that Brittany's gone, Coach Rick Mamahara is looking for familiar faces and some new ones to lead his Tartars attack. The 2011-2012 high school basketball season is upon us, and the Sports Desk has you covered. To tip things off, we're at Torrance High to begin our team previews, as I had a chance to sit down with three of the Lady Tartars that spearhead their attack. I got a chance to ask what kind of success they can build off of from last season, the expectations they have going into the season, how team chemistry is with a good mix of seniors, juniors, and sophomores, and what kind of leadership these seniors do provide. I also had a chance to spend a few minutes with head coach Rick Momohara on his expectations and also what he's looking to build off of from last season's success. Let's take a look and see what everyone had to say.
Coach, your team finished 16-10 last year, but 8-2 in the Pioneer League with a third round loss to St. Joseph's. What kind of expectations do you have for this year's squad?
League champs, quarterfinals at least. We can't play timid. We just have to go out there and, expect to have runs. We can be down 10, 15 points, but we should know that we can make that up also. And we keep telling the girls, there's always going to be runs, and so we got to get used to that.
Well, Coach, thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you.
Good luck to you in the regular season. We'll look forward to coming out and covering you guys all throughout the year.
Okay. Thank you.
That's Coach Rick Mohara. I'm David Gascon with the Sports Desk. Now let's take a look at some of the players.
Hi, I'm Faith Matsuda. I'm a guard and a senior. Hi, I'm Kaylee Yamamoto. I'm a guard and a senior. Hi, I'm Kristen Mejia. I'm a guard and a senior. Our team last year was really successful because we got further in CIF and we won the league for the first time in 16 years, I think. And so I lost third round playoffs. It was not as disappointing as I'd expected because we had worked really off the court. But sometimes, you know, when we can't really sync on the court, we just have to like get together off the court and get that together first, so then when we come out to play, we can come out to a better outcome.
Like, just not to get frustrated, because I know it's difficult because they don't want to make mistakes. Because that's how I felt when I was a freshman. Like, I was scared to make mistakes. But like, that's what we try to tell them, to don't be scared. And don't be scared of Rick. Like, we'll help him out.
And thanks to David for the Tartar preview. The loss of Brittany Kwan, who's now playing at Chapman University, might affect their strategy, but with the key varsity returning players of Faith Matsuda, Kristen Mejia, and Kayla Yonemoto, they look to be a strong team. The North Saxons basketball team took first place in the Pioneer League last year with wins against Centennial and Torrance. Remember, they were all tied. That was a deciding factor, and this season they are playing without the dynamite duo of Jocelyn Barnes and Danielle Yamauchi. And head coach Tina Gross is no longer the head coach. Reporter Ryan Fournier breaks down what the key returners say is a season to be filled with good basketball.
From season to season, teams change, of course. Brand new players, sometimes brand new coach. This year for North High School, they get a little bit of both. First year head coach Jamie Rother. Last season, Coach Rother was the freshman and sophomore team coach. She also has 10 brand new players coming in that were not a part of last year's team. Almost everybody's going to start off with a clean slate this season. Some of the strengths for this young team, sharp shooting and speed, and a lot of hard work.
We've worked really hard. We're all new with each other, so we've had to, kind of mesh together. We have a young team, so we've been working really hard. Of course, we have the big goal to win league, go to CIF, but the ultimate goal is just to work hard and get better every practice, every game.
Through the offseason, the Saxons team gelled together very well. They figured out their strengths. They have some goals set up, but who's going to lead them on the court? Who's going to be the captains of this young Saxon squad? Last year, two big players, Jocelyn Barnes with her extreme athleticism and senior point guard with her leadership, Danielle Yamaguchi, will definitely be missed. But this year, Ashley Ellis and Clarissa Makatugal will be the two team captains to lead this young Saxon squad back to their winning ways.
We slowly began to come together, like when we had our San Diego tournament, when we had some pretty tough losses. We kind of learned how to lose together. When you learn how to lose together, you kind of know how to win together too. So I feel like that kind of brought us together a lot. So I think we're becoming a lot more closer eventually. So
since we lost a lot of seniors last year and stuff, so then we have a lot of new people. And I think what we worked a lot on this off season was like working together and then trying to teach the younger people how to all our plays and stuff like that. And I think we're doing a pretty good job. Our chemistry got a lot better compared to the beginning of the offseason.
Yeah, Ashley and C, they're becoming great leaders. We've been working hard at getting them to be more vocal and motivating with the team, and they're coming along really good with that. So we have good things coming. Just to see the players grow, it's a lot of work, and so I just want to see them put in the effort and have great success this season.
Coach Rother, as the new head coach at North, has just 5 returning players out of the 15 on this year's roster. Nearly everyone is new. From coach to players, growing together as a team opens up a lot of excitement and possibilities for this year's North Lady Saxons. Reporting from North High School with the Sports Desk, I'm Ryan Fournier.
Thanks, Ryan, for that wrap-up. The Saxons will definitely miss Jocelyn Barnes and Danielle Yamauchi in the lineup, but Clarissa McTougal and Ashley Ellis really started to light up the board toward the end of last season. Their season outlook looks to be pretty solid. After this short break, we're going to wrap up the prep tennis scene and have an in-studio guest to tell you all about it. Stick around.
When you earn your GED diploma, the barriers in your life fall. Take the first step and get free GED information in your area at 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or yourged.org. Earn your GED diploma and begin your brighter future.